In the absolute, suffocating silence of the deep field, there is a cold that does not merely freeze, it erases. For eons, we believed the edge of the observable universe was a barren, dark womb, a quiet expanse of primordial hydrogen waiting for the first stars to ignite. But when we pointed the gold-plated mirrors of the James Webb Space Telescope into that ancient abyss, the darkness did not stare back blankly. It bled. Webb just spotted hundreds of mysterious, crimson anomalies burning in the deep field, piercing the cosmic dawn like fresh, glowing wounds. Astronomers call them little red dots. But to look at them is to feel a primal, creeping dread. They are ghost signals from 13 billion years ago, beacons of concentrated, impossible light shining from a time when the universe was supposed to be in its infancy, cold and dark. By all the laws of physics we have painstakingly written, these objects should not exist. They are too massive, too bright, too mature, as if they bypass the slow, agonizing crawl of cosmic evolution entirely. They are cosmic anomalies that disrupt our very understanding of time, sitting in the deep field like ancient monuments erected by an unseen, terrifying force. What are we actually looking at? Some whisper of supermassive black holes, monstrous singularities devouring entire galaxies while the universe was still in its cradle, pulling space and time into their ravenous, invisible maws. Others suggest they are the suffocating cocoons of supermassive stars, dying giants on the very precipice of collapse, bleeding heavy elements into the void. But the truth is, we do not know. They sit there, hundreds of them, clustered in the deep dark, defying our models, mocking our intellect. They are cosmic ghosts, whispering secrets we are not yet ready to hear. The air in the control rooms grows cold as the data streams in. Each red pixel is a silent, chilling testament to our profound ignorance. We built a machine to peer into our own origins, expecting to find a gentle, gradual awakening of light. Instead, we have uncovered a cosmic graveyard populated by ancient, ravenous titans. The deeper we look, the more we realize that the dark was never empty. It was occupied. We are not looking at the beginning of time, we are looking at the relics of something that was already waiting for us, breathing in the shadows of the cosmic dawn, long before our sun was even a whisper of dust. Imagine a darkness so absolute that the concept of a shadow ceases to exist. Out there, in the freezing, silent abysses between the stars, the James Webb Space Telescope has pulled back the veil on a cosmic horror we were never meant to see. Webb has spotted hundreds of them. Silent. Cold. Colossal. They are the orphans of the absolute void, rogue planets of immense size, drifting through the vacuum without a parent star to warm them, or a dawn to break their eternal night. We have always comforted ourselves with the myth of cosmic order. We believed that planets belong to stars, bound in neat, predictable orbits of light and warmth. But Webb's golden mirrors have shattered that fragile illusion, revealing a terrifying truth: the dark is crowded. Hundreds of these gas giants, some many times the mass of Jupiter, roam the freezing emptiness of the Orion Nebula and beyond. They are ghost worlds born in the shadows, or violently cast out of their home systems by gravitational violence, doomed to a perpetual exile. And more unsettling still, many do not wander alone. They drift in pairs. Binary twins locked in a slow, silent waltz of gravity, clinging to one another in the freezing deep. What do you call a world that has never known a sun? It is a monument to cosmic indifference. On these planets, there is no wind generated by solar heat, only the agonizing, crushing pressure of their own internal heat, slowly bleeding into the freezing expanse of 3 Kelvin. Underneath those thick atmospheres of molecular hydrogen, pitch-black oceans of liquid methane may churn in absolute, unwitnessed silence. If you could stand on the surface of one of these orphans, you would hear nothing but the low, subsonic rumble of collapsing gas. You would see nothing. No sky. No horizon. Only a suffocating, impenetrable blackness, punctuated by distant, uncaring stars that will never come any closer. They challenge everything we know about how worlds are born. Are they failed stars that died in the womb of the nebula, or are they the discarded debris of stellar systems that grew too crowded? The answer matters less than the existential dread they evoke. If current estimates are correct, these solitary wanderers may outnumber the stars in our galaxy 20 to 1. We, who bask in the warm glow of our yellow sun, are the absolute anomaly. The true face of the universe is not one of light and life, but an endless, freezing graveyard of dark, drifting outcasts. They are the silent majority of the cosmos, sailing through a cold, unfeeling infinity, waiting for a light that will never come. Deep within the suffocating dust of the Orion Nebula, where stars are born in violent cradles of fire, the James Webb Space Telescope peered into the dark. It did not find the expected quiet of empty space. Instead, it captured a nightmare that defies the very physics of our reality. Webb just spotted hundreds of them. A silent, colossal swarm of giant worlds, drifting aimlessly through the absolute freezing void. These are not planets as we know them. They are planetary ghosts. Massive, bloated gas giants, some many times the size of Jupiter, completely untethered from any parent star. They exist in a perpetual, frozen night, wandering the interstellar abyss. But it is not their isolation that terrifies the scientific community. It is their companionship. Nearly 80 of these dark giants do not drift alone. They are locked in pairs. Binary worlds, waltzing together in a slow, blind orbit of mutual gravity, with no star to warm them, no light to guide them. It is a cosmic dance of the dead. According to every model of stellar creation, this swarm should be impossible. The sheer physics of gas collapse dictates that objects of this size cannot form independently in the deep freeze of interstellar space. And if they were born around stars and violently ejected into the dark, the brutal forces of that cosmic eviction should have torn these fragile pairs apart. Yet, there they are. Unbroken. Defiant. Imagine standing on the surface of one of these starless monsters. There is no day, no night, no seasons. Only a crushing, silent atmosphere of methane and ammonia, illuminated only by the faint, dying infrared glow of its own internal heat. Above you, in the eternal black, hangs its twin. A colossal, featureless sphere of gas, slowly swirling in the dark, dragging you through the void. This is the swarm that defies creation. It forces us to confront a deeply unsettling truth. Our understanding of how the cosmos organizes itself is fundamentally broken. We have spent centuries building laws of gravity, of stellar evolution, of planetary systems, believing the universe to be a neat, predictable machine. But out there, in the deep dark, a silent army of starless giants is proving us wrong. They are a monument to the unknown, a chilling reminder that the universe does not care about our laws. It creates, it destroys, and it populates the void with anomalies that mock our painstakingly acquired human intelligence. If a swarm of dark, starless worlds can waltz through the frozen abyss in perpetual defiance of creation, we must ask ourselves, what other silent terrors are lurking in the deep, waiting for our fragile telescopes to finally find them? In the absolute, suffocating silence of the interstellar void, there are no stars to guide you. Only the cold. The James Webb Space Telescope, peering into the deepest, most ancient nurseries of the Milky Way, has just spotted hundreds of them. Untethered worlds. Rogue planets. Colossal, dead giants drifting through the pitch-black abyss without a home, unbound to any sun, locked in no orbit. They are cosmic orphans, cast out into the eternal freezing dark, wandering the empty spaces between the stars like silent, predatory ghosts. For generations, we comforted ourselves with the illusion of cosmic order. We believed the universe was a clockwork machine of neat solar systems, where planets remained locked in safe, predictable paths. But Webb's infrared eye has shattered that fragile peace. It has revealed a terrifying truth: the dark is crowded. Hundreds of these invisible behemoths, some twice the mass of Jupiter, are moving through the shadows. They do not emit light. They do not reflect it. They are detected only by the way their immense mass warps the fabric of space and time itself, a distortion of reality, a gravitational shadow passing over the distant stars. To contemplate these wandering giants is to confront a profound, existential dread. Imagine a world of perpetual, absolute night, where the temperature hovers just above absolute zero. No sunrise will ever warm its frozen oceans of liquid methane. No twilight will ever paint its skies. It is a tomb of planetary proportions, gliding through the blackness at speeds that defy comprehension. And they are not as far away as we think. They are out there, cutting through the void, silent, cold, and entirely indifferent to our existence. What happens when one of these invisible drifters crosses our path? They require no direct collision to destroy us. Long before a rogue planet could ever be seen by human eyes, its gravitational shadow would arrive first. It would silently reach into our solar system like a cold, unseen hand, gently pulling at the orbits of our outer planets, destabilizing the fragile equilibrium we have taken for granted for 4 billion years. The tides would swell. The Earth would shudder. Our orbit would warp, slowly dragging us away from our life-giving sun into the freezing dark. We are not alone in the dark. We are surrounded by a silent, drifting armada of dead worlds, and they are approaching. We are merely passengers on a fragile island of light, watching the shadows close in, praying that the abyss does not look back. For when the shadows finally fall, there will be no warning. Only a sudden, quiet eclipse of everything we have ever known. We always comforted ourselves with the illusion of the void. We looked up at the night sky and saw a clean, elegant canvas, immense stretches of peaceful nothingness punctuated by the polite, distant glimmer of stars. We believed the dark was empty. We believed the silence was pure. We were wrong. When the James Webb Space Telescope turned its golden, infrared eye toward the deepest shadows of the Orion Nebula, it did not find a barren desert. It pierced the cosmic veil and revealed a horrifying, claustrophobic reality. The dark is not empty. The dark is crowded. Webb spotted hundreds of them. Rogue planets. Colossal, gas-bloated giants, 5 times the mass of Jupiter, drifting aimlessly through the absolute zero of interstellar space. These are worlds born without a mother star, or violently exiled from their solar systems, condemned to wander the eternal freeze. They have no days, no seasons, no warmth. Only a permanent, suffocating night. But the true horror lies in their behavior. Many of these silent leviathans do not drift alone. They wander in pairs. Tied together by nothing but invisible, ghostly gravity, these binary monsters, jumbos, dance a slow, blind waltz in the abyss. Physics says they shouldn't exist. Our theories of cosmic creation insist that a cloud of gas cannot collapse into objects so small, so cold, yet so bound to one another. And yet, there they are, gliding through the black like massive, blind beasts in a sunless ocean. And deeper still, at the very edge of observable time, Webb detected hundreds of mysterious, burning embers. The little red dots. Swollen, overmassive black holes from the dawn of creation, packed so densely into the early universe that they defy the standard laws of cosmic history. They are cosmic predators, masquerading as harmless points of light, devouring everything in their path while the universe was still in its infancy. Feel the weight of this truth. For eons, we believed our solar system was a rare, illuminated sanctuary in a vast, empty desert. Now we must accept that the desert is teeming. For every star that burns with life-giving warmth, there are legions of frozen, silent ghosts lurking in the shadows between. We are not sailing across a quiet, vacant sea. We are navigating a crowded graveyard of failed stars and orphan worlds, drifting through a crowded dark that does not know we are here and would not care if we vanished tomorrow. The universe is not a silent temple. It is a crowded room, whispering in a language we are only just beginning to fear.